The camera opens in slow motion. A single dad in a faded army jacket drops his daughter off at school. Suddenly, shouting echoes from the hallway. A group of teenage bullies, bigger, louder, meaner than most, are cornering the new teacher. She stands calm, quiet, hands at her sides. One bully reaches toward her, and the veteran steps forward, fire in his eyes. He has no idea that within seconds, SHE will be the one protecting him. Friends, if you're already feeling the tension, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay until the end, because what happens next changes the entire town forever. Jeremy Cole, a decorated Army veteran and single father, had only one mission left in life: give his daughter Lily a peaceful home after years of trauma. They had moved to a quiet town, a place people claimed was safe, but Jeremy quickly realized safety wasn't guaranteed, especially not inside the local high school. Miss Eleanor Brooks, the new literature teacher, had joined the school just a week earlier. Soft-spoken, graceful, kind students assumed she was fragile. Rumors spread fast that she had no control over her class. But what no one knew was that Eleanor had trained in karate since the age of 5 and held a black belt. Her strength wasn't loud. It was quiet. Centered. Invisible until needed, but bullies always test what they don't understand. Lily had seen the whispers, the mocking laughter. She told her father at breakfast, "Dad, some kids are planning something bad today in Ms. Brooks' class. They're saying she won't last the week." Jeremy's fork froze midair. He had seen this before. Good people crushed because no one stood for them. That afternoon, Jeremy returned to school to drop off some paperwork. As he stepped down the hall, he heard a thud. "Say something now," a bully barked. Another laughed. "She's too scared to reply." Jeremy rushed forward and froze. Ms. Brooks stood in complete stillness, eyes locked on her aggressor. Calm. Focused. Her voice gentle. "This is your last chance. Walk away." The largest bully grabbed a desk and shoved it toward her. Jeremy lunged forward to intervene, but before he could reach them, Ms. Brooks moved like lightning. In 2 smooth motions, she sidestepped, flipped the desk effortlessly, and locked the bully's arm behind his back. The entire hallway went silent. No screaming, no chaos, just controlled power. Jeremy stood stunned. She helped the bully back to his feet gently and said, "Strength isn't about hurting others. It's about protecting them even from themselves." The bullies didn't run, they lowered their heads, in shame. Jeremy's jaw loosened. This wasn't a victim. This was a warrior. And in that moment, something shifted, not just in him, but in every student who watched. Over the following weeks, Ms. Brooks transformed the class. She introduced morning breathing exercises instead of detentions. She listened to her students, including the same bullies, learning their stories: the father who left, the mother who worked nights, the loneliness behind their behavior. Slowly, enemies became allies. She saw through their anger and turned it into leadership. Jeremy found himself drawn to Ms. Brooks, not because of her strength alone, but because she didn't use it to dominate others. She used it to heal. One day, after school, Jeremy thanked her. "I spent years using force to stop threats. You use peace to end them entirely." Ms. Brooks smiled softly. "Peace is just strength that's mastered itself." But the true test came when an outside threat arrived. A stranger was seen lurking near the school, trying to lure younger students toward the parking lot. Jeremy and Ms. Brooks spotted him at the same time. Jeremy's instincts flared, he moved first. But Ms. Brooks was already sprinting ahead with perfect, powerful strides. Together, without a word spoken, they worked as a team, Jeremy using his tactical training to block escape routes, Ms. Brooks using disarming techniques to restrain the man until the police arrived. The town recognized their courage. Peace and protection, side by side. The school board held an emergency meeting, expecting fear, panic, outrage. Instead, Ms. Brooks stood with quiet confidence and spoke, "We don't need more fear. We need more belonging. Bullying ends not when we punish the broken, but when we help them heal." Standing beside her was Jeremy, his battle-worn voice steady. Heroes don't always wear uniforms, sometimes they wear chalk dust and carry coffee mugs. The community rallied. A program for emotional resilience and martial arts was introduced. Bullies became mentors. Students walked proud. Lily found friends. Jeremy found peace. And Ms. Brooks found family. As the sun set outside the school one calm Friday evening, Lily looked up at the two of them smiling warmly at each other and said, "Dad, are you finally going to ask Ms. Brooks to dinner?" Jeremy laughed, rubbing the back of his neck. Ms. Brooks stepped forward, smiling shyly. "Actually, Lily, I was going to ask him." The screen fades to black.